So all it took to get Mistra's attention was to learn how to reforge an artifact that once destroyed her. It's obvious when you stop to think about it. Well, I doubt it's an apology for asking me to die on her behalf. Whatever it is, if it's important enough to send Elminster, you can be damn sure she's serious. This is a conversation that's long overdue on both sides. I owe it to her to hear her out. Come what may afterwards. After you.
Hold, Seeker! Have you come to swear yourself to Shress by my paw? Yes, and no. Your kind has lost their way in their worship of the feline of Felicity. You only hold to her basest tenets. Now, will you heed our mother's call and bolster her as she crushes the heathen absolute beneath her divine paw? Yes, yes! Together we shall spread the word of the wonder in her every paw step. I will sing her name in the streets, and you will bring her prayers to those suffering 2 legs instead of 4.
So, Mistress requested a chat with Gale. Unusually polite for a god. I do hope it goes well. We've pissed off enough gods already.
Something on your mind? Why, only the truth. That you bear the blame for the Duke's untimely demise. Such a loyal servant of the city, so eager to hear of your exploits. Tell me, darling, how is she? What a relief. It would be a shame if she'd struck down the one and only blade. Alas, she misses the fallen Duke. Someone will need to step up in his absence. A man with the spirit of a dragon. His only son, perhaps. The Absolutists worked a number on me at Moonrise. And you're the best hope I've got at payback. No one crosses the Hell's Children without getting scorched. Ugh, you are an inquisitive one. I'd have thought you'd figured by now. Zariel found new use for an old battle axe. The dead 3 in that bulging brain of theirs are a threat to more than this trifling city, you know. Savor her company. Who's to say when Zariel might change her mind? My mistress can be so capricious. The 9 hells of Beator. Each its own domain, each with its own archdevil to rule it. I call the first hell my home, Avernus, my mistress Zariel's realm, a torrid battleground split by the bloody waters of the Styx. How I adore it, the delicious agony of it all. The other 8, well, they are pleasures unto themselves. Perhaps I'll show you myself, if I deem you worthy. Correct. I didn't. If you must know, I was scouting the cultists on behalf of Zariel, but those cursed shadows were thick enough to fell even a half-fiend. I woke in that damned pod. It kept my body sealed and my most powerful magic silenced. But a brave, kind, benevolent soul set me free. Gallantry isn't dead after all.
I couldn't help overhearing what Elminster said to Gale. Not every day a god asks for a chat. Hey, maybe I'm invited too. I can be the muscle. Soldier. Fuck yes.
Ugh, that pointy-headed old fart talks too much. But he has also moved mountains, walked between plains, and dragged himself back from death a dozen times. If he still believes in Gale, the boy should not be overly concerned what his ladylove thinks. Goddess or no.
The mother of all magic, they say. Let us hope Mystra brings Gale good fortunes.
Poor Gale. I hope he knows that a goddess abandoning him needn't be the end. I know from experience.
Mystra wants to meet Gale. Impressive. The only thing a god's ever offered me is a cold shoulder.
Poor Gale. But Mystra is wrong about him. Perhaps he can yet prove that.
I don't think I deserve you at times. I told you of my ambitions, the likes of which many would balk at. And yet you remain at my side. Gladdens me to hear you say that. Perhaps I can show you my gratitude another way, by demonstrating exactly what Ascension will mean to me. To us. Words alone are not enough. Permit me to show you. Please, close your eyes a moment. Astra navigamus. Few mortals ever glimpse what you're about to see. But don't be alarmed. I'm here with you. Now, open your eyes. The Outer Planes. This is where gods dwell. They observe us from afar, where they make playthings of us. They will keep all of this from us. The power, the possibilities. They only want us to serve them, to pray to them, and ultimately to die for them. But what if we didn't need them? What if we wielded their power instead and helped ourselves in all the ways they refuse to? I could make that happen. I could make this illusion a reality, with you by my side. then have me. But have the best possible version of me. The tadpoles, the orb, these threats to our existence, the gods could aid us if they wished, but instead they cower behind Io. So let us act ourselves. With the power of the crown, any foe would be rendered impotent. Any obstacle would be dwarfed by our might. I used to believe Mistra's forgiveness was worth dying for. But I was wrong. You showed me just how much I have to live for. With you, I forget, my goddess. I love you. Tell me you feel the same way. Tell me you want what I want. Please. But think what I offer. The vastness of eternity to explore, the weave at our fingertips. You would really prefer me as I am? I hope you're right. I truly do. Godly power, perhaps I can live without, but you? You're everything. You put the stars to shame. Let's sit here another while. I want to drink you in.
You made it too easy, mate. Wish there were another way. But I need the cash Lorroakan's offering for your little friend Nightsong. Nah, I think I'm just on time. Lads, clear this place out and take whatever you can carry. After the lot of them are cold, leave the Nightsong to me.
Well, well, look what we have here. Our camp has been besieged by bribelings, and Dame Aelin is the prize that seduced them. I found a note on one of the foes. It read of the wizard Leroican and his designs upon my capture. Tell me, ally mine, did you know of this plot? There can be no doubt about it. But even Dame Aelin experienced lapses in her fine judgment. Allies we are, and allies we remain. And we will unite us against the deviant plot of this mad mage. To Ramazith's tower they were meant to take me. Oh, won't Leroican be surprised when Dame Aelin trounces him in his own citadel? Let us hide to his chambers, his lair when morning breaks. We will see him undone, in the style of the dead, unburied Ketheric Thorm.
This is what we get for turning our... We draw the wrong kind of attention.
Anything I can do for you, consider it most enthusiastically done. I've often asked myself the same question, but never really found a satisfactory answer. You clearly see something in me that I can't. The wisdom and intelligence required to overcome almost insurmountable odds, perhaps? Or the stupidity required to attempt it. I take it as a compliment either way. You don't get to be 13 centuries old without becoming a sound judge of character. And cheese, apparently. I regret many things in my life. Choosing to be here, intact and unexploded, is not one of them. For now, to have a few more days in your company, no. I wouldn't change a thing.
Little Will's all grown up. I can't wait to see what trouble he gets into. Impossible. My bargain was uncommonly reasonable. A single soul for the return of Baldur's Gate's most beloved duke. A real bargain, I should think. I never thought the legendary Blade of Frontiers would surrender his father for freedom. Not very valorous, if you ask me. But what does a mean old devil like me know about heroes?
Aelin left to face that wizard, Leroican, was it? Even after all she's been through, she thinks herself unstoppable, invincible. It all feels like recklessness to me. I hope you're right. He sounds like a vile, vile man. I'd have liked to get a few licks in myself, honestly. I wanted to help her, but she said she fights better when she knows I'm safe. I understand, I suppose. I feel the same about her. I'll rest a little easier if you do. You fought well against my father. I imagine a rat like Leroican will be nothing in comparison.
My love, I hope you enjoyed our voyage through the cosmos. I was hoping you might have a moment to talk about it. Neither have I. The closest thing to a deserving canvas on which to place your beauty. But I've also not forgotten why I took you there. I hope you don't think less of me. Great ambition should not come at the expense of what you already hold dear. I see that now. What divine calculus plucked each of us from the ether and thrust us together. I don't deserve you, truly. But I will do my utmost to earn the right. Was there anything else you wish to discuss?
Welcome, dear patron, to Sorceress Sundries. I am an unperson in service of the revered wizard Lorroakan, proprietor of this fine establishment. To browse our wares, say trade. To provide information about the Night Song, say Night Song. If you are a city official here to collect dues, say taxes. For all other inquiries, say other.
What have we here? A magician in a tower, hiding away from the frightening world. What are you so scared of, Magus? Not the Night Song, surely? Why, she's nothing but a relic to be purchased and pursued.
My God. The Night Song is a person.
By my honor, it's you. My dear, I thought you were...
You will address me with due deference. I am Dame Aylin. And you are a whelp without honor, without pride, with nothing but a tower full of trinkets.
Oh, my apologies, Dame Aylin. I meant no disrespect. I asked our mutual friend here to make an introduction that I might get to meet the famed daughter of Selûne. Forgive me for that impudence. Perhaps our friend can bridge the gap and do what I believe they came here to do?
My steel-hearted friend speaks true. Give me one good reason, Magus, why I should not strike you down where you stand.
Dame Aylin, I have discovered a device that would allow your immortality to be shared. It would cause you no harm, no pain of any kind. You serve your mother Selûne, I believe. She who has blessed our realm with so many gifts. Honor her by sharing yours.
You dare to threaten me with the same magic that held me in torment for 100 years? You do not seek to share my gifts. You seek to poach them.
I had hoped to appeal to your better nature. Perhaps I overestimated you. No bother. I have an arsenal of implements capable of convincing you to see reason. A pity you didn't prove a more reliable ally. You could have reaped the rewards of my good favor. I'd hoped you to keep an open mind, but it seems you're determined to make this as difficult as possible. Boy, at the ready. Once I've taken control of the Aasimar, she must go directly into the caging runes.
No, Master Lorroakan. I would never have assisted you if I knew you planned such horrors. You lied to get the Night Song here. Made us all believe she was nothing but a relic. I have seen what true leadership can accomplish, but never under your tutelage.
Watch your tongue, you child. I could make it such that no wizard in the realm will touch you.
If they're all like you, I think that sounds like an excellent bargain.
Oh, face us, charlatan! We who detest you so!
Myrmidons! Imperatum!
don't know.
Let's turn someone inside out.
Can't even catch my breath. Light on my feet. Well, so much for peace. Some healing for a wizard in need. Still on my feet. Don't waste a step.
He's dead. Lorroakan. You who had seen me caged. You who had purchased my submission with profane gold. Let every wicked magus, every vile murtherer, each slaver and misery merchant see. Dame Aylin is watching. She is indomitable. And when her face lights the shadows of your wrongdoing, you are broken by its beauty. The Firehead Fool is dead. Yet as I stare upon his corpse, I feel sadness. Why? A gripping in the chest, as though I'd lost someone. Something
Paladin's fatigue, no doubt. You were excellent in battle, as is your way. And I am proud to fight at your side. And you, tiefling, you did not embarrass yourself. I will catch my breath, then to camp I will bring my bones. Moon Maiden be with you.
The Roakan is dead. The bastard is dead. I am. Now that the bastard's in bits. Leroican was a cruel and vicious man. By day, I'd tend the shop, but at night, he'd fire the most nonsensical questions at me. And for every one I answered wrong, he'd beat me. I could have killed him with my own two hands. But I kept thinking it was all a test. It had to be. I thought it was the price I had to pay to become a true wizard. I realize now he was just a sick, sick man. I have, with your considerable help. I see things clearly now. If I wish to master the weave, I must do it myself. Thankfully, I have everything I need, right here. Oh, I like the sound of that. I do indeed. I'll move Cal and Leah in immediately. The Roakan refused to let them stay here. They are gonna love the tower. I wouldn't have this, the tower, my family, without you. What can I do to thank you? And you'll have me. I'll learn everything I can about the tower in the meantime, even if I have to rip this place apart. But know this. Ramesses Tower and its master are now your friends. And when the time comes, we will stand by you as allies.
Some rest is better than nothing.
For careful footwork.
Water elemental appears to turn towards you, showering everything with a bracing mist. The lava elemental looks at you placidly, near unfathomable heat beating against your face.
Dame Aylin has little to feel sorry about. The Roakan would have inflicted a far worse fate on her given the chance.
I expected Nightsong to be overjoyed after killing her fair-haired fool. Instead, she just seemed tired. No, I don't think that's it. She probably just needs some time for it to sink in. I'm sure she'll be elated soon.
I don't get it. What's got Dame Aelin so down? I, for one, am delighted Lorroakan got what was coming to him. I don't know. Isn't that what a paladin of Selûne does? Hope that good old Aelin holy fervor returns to her soon. I don't like to see her looking so lost.
Leave Aelin to her sorrow. Likely the wizard only reminds her of all the other fools, past and present, who have sought to use her.
Oakfather preserve you. The city, you mean? With all its noise, smoke, stone, and bustle? I would not be here given the choice, but I promised you my support, and that is what you shall have. Still, though, this place crawls with life, but little of it flourishes. I see refugees unhoused, the destitute unwanted, orphans unloved. The city is like a forest with an overgrown canopy. Light and nourishment cannot penetrate to those who need it the most, and still it draws them in. The safety of numbers, the promise of civilization, the dream of better. All that potential is too often destined to die in the dark and rot in the gutter. I wish there was a better way. I wish everyone could see the sun, have a full belly, and know nature as a friend. There is a balance that is yet to be found. Listen to me, preaching like an initiate in his cups. You are right, but such drastic times can make it difficult to preserve nuance in one's thinking. Further reflection is needed. But that must wait for now. There are battles yet to be fought. We must save the world before we can dream of ways to better it. I never quite realized how burdened I was until I met you. The threat of the Shadow Curse, the politics of the Grove. I was forgetting who I was. But you lifted the fog. Thank you. You're too modest. I wager you don't even know how extraordinary you truly are. But I do. I have lived a very long time. I have taken many lovers. My heart does not stir lightly. But it does now. I want more than to fight at your side, or sit around the campfire with you. I want to lay with you under the stars and feel your skin against mine. I think you feel the same way. Once the power of the Shadow Curse was broken, the connection was undeniable. We both felt it. But tell me I'm wrong, and the matter can rest. I do not wish to sour our friendship, but I have to know if it can be something more. I understand. And I still cherish our relationship. Still, I could not have forgiven myself had I not taken the plunge. Better to have tried and failed.
Ally mine, we are reunited once more. I was just regaling sweet Isabel with tales of our prowess.
Very impressive. Thank you for helping Aelin. That wizard sounded absolutely dastardly.
I always do, with darling Isabel by my side. Enjoy the spoils of your victory. Spin memories of Lorroakan's death in your mind like silk floss. My darling, we must inform our friend of our news.
Indeed. I've scouted a Selûnite enclave outside the city. They faced the Absolute's armies and come out battered and bruised. Aelin and I will go to them, provide what help we can.
But fear not. When the time comes for you to face the foe of foes, Isabel and I will stand by your side.
We wouldn't miss it. Not for anything.
Go well, friend. We will see you soon. And with our great powers combined, this city will be saved.
Is something... It is done.
Indeed. More than simple craft. It's a way of life for some of them.
That may explain why most gnomes possess such short fuses.
Lae'zel, was that a joke?
Bet you if you found it funny.
Not giving mix. You and I both. Let's just very kind, very smooth. Last thing we need is to place off. Much more.
We've got you covered. Red Rose Torches for sale by the lunch. What's his name? You give me. Faces, hands, and eyebrows. How do we protect them?
Watch for wind direction. Put on your gloves. And a light at arm's length.
Very good. And what does Uncle Falogir always say?
Once it's lit, you commit.
Excellent! Now remember, Falogir's Fireworks accepts no liability for singed nails, toasted eyelashes, loss of limbs, scalded torsos, or blown off heads. Now, you there. What can I do for you?
You feel an all too familiar squirm in the recesses of your mind. He has a tadpole.
Aha! A fellow friend of Gortash. Praise the Absolute. I have a special sample, available just for you, if you wish. Aha! You must be Arthur's friend. Keep your voice down. Yes, yes, he's just upstairs, but only one flight. If you get to the top, you've gone too far. Browse as irresponsibly as you like. Just don't tell the other customers. Have you tried? Or perhaps the delicate simplicity of a perfectly crafted torch is more to your taste. Oh, heavens no! Not with him. I work for him. As I do for all of my most loyal customers. Fabulously charismatic man, though. Tips well. What are you really asking, friend of Gortash? Oh, well, why didn't you say so? See for yourself. Remember, and if it's not a firework, do whatever you like.
Another friend of Felagir? All right. Just remember the top floor's off limits, password or not. Looking to buy a little something extra, then? That could not be less of your business. Smoke powder in its earthier forms. For purists only. Don't jostle any of the merchandise on your way out.
The bastard breaks. It won't blow us up. Pressure steady. What are we on? Maintaining temperature. Steady them on. Where's an apprentice when you need one? Good. All things intact. I applaud it.
I won't give in.
Shall be done. Battle favors the fearless.
Victory awaits. No time to waste.
Let's go with Fleur, baby. Knees high.
I'm fury. I am death. Make way. Very well.
May the dice roll in my favor. Old cleric 4.
Covered.
Forever dauntless. Coming through.
Time to strike. One day, I'll catch a break.
little favors are fearless.
Oh, it'll rest my that's wonders.
I hope my home could be yours, if you don't go back to the skies.
I have no intention of allowing myself to grow a third stomach and with it on a kill seat.
I'm at the gate, but you're always welcome for tea.
Really won't be.
Mysteries like this. It's been some time since I stood before her in a place like this.
I'm sure you'll understand if I remain unbowed.
You see an altar dedicated to Selûne. An inscription reads, "Let all who worship the changing tides of life and knowledge feel the blessings of Selûne. Trust in the purity of my light. See the constancy in its inconstancy, and you will be guided aright. Your scholarship of religion tells you no more." You see an altar dedicated to Tyr. Tyr, the blind god, offers justice to all, innocent and malefactor alike. The law dictates what is right, be that reward or retribution. His unseeing eyes are a testament to the lawful life he lived and what it cost him. Make a sacrifice out of your own pocket, and you may yet be blessed. You see an altar dedicated to Helm the Vigilant. Helm the Watcher is a guardian god, dedicated to the preservation of order. Many turn to him in troubled times. Make your donation to him and you'll likely feel more vigilant, more resilient to the unexpected. This altar isn't dedicated to a single god, but instead acts as a conduit to many. Your god is one of many, and in this place you sense a spark of its mighty divine flame. It reads, "Show your devotion with an offering in your god's name. Blessings may follow."
Here are this humble tree. Shield our people from the depredations of the absolute.
There she stands, just as Elminster promised. Mystra, goddess of the weave, mother of all magic.
The old man wasn't lying. She's opened the summoning channel. Can't you feel it?
Gale's right. The very air around the statue crackles with magic, as though the weave itself were coursing beneath her stony skin.
A stream of pure, undiluted weave. I only have to reach out, and it will carry me to Mystra, wherever she may be.
Go on, my good man. You can't exactly deny a goddess now, can you?
Time was, I'd have given my right arm for a chance to speak with Mystra again. The left one, too. Maybe a knee. Am I? You're right. I am a strong, capable wizard. And this is no more than a casual reunion with an ex-lover. My omnipotent, omniscient ex-lover. I always wonder what being nervous would feel like. I hate it. During my time locked away in Waterdeep, I prepared a quite comprehensive speech for her on the subject of our former relationship and the manner in which it ended. Alas, recent events have rendered the majority of it moot, so I'm gonna have to improvise. Unless you have any words of wisdom to impart before I go. You're right. A heartfelt apology is the surest way to a goddess's heart. And her favor. I pray that she'll be in a forgiving mood. If she weren't the one, I'd be praying too. I'll only be gone for a matter of moments. The Outer Planes experience time quite differently to our own. Wait for me. Please.
Gale of Waterdeep. You look well.
Mystra. I never thought we'd speak again like this. Why am I here?
There is much unsaid between us, but time runs ever short. You discovered what lies at the heart of the Absolute, the crown of Karsus. And you disobeyed my instruction. Why?
I didn't want to die. And when I saw the crown, I thought I might not have to, if I only understood its power.
And you believe you have the right to such an understanding? The past cannot be undone with self-pity, nor can a future be forged. Only with the truth will you see the way ahead. The fragment of magic you tried to return to me was not of my creation. It was the Karsite Weave. It is a corrupted, half-born magic, wrought in the brief moment Karsus ascended to godhood. It hungers for power, just as he did, and it can never be sated. You unleashed something that would consume all magic in existence, and yet you thought only of preserving yourself.
That can't be. It wasn't. It couldn't have been. I only wished to prove myself worthy. I had no idea.
You were already worthy. What you lacked was patience, and it cost you dearly. When the Karsite Weave entered your body, your gifts were the first thing it consumed. The only reason the orb sleeps is because I have allowed it to feed on the true weave. A temporary measure, but one that will not be enough to save us. With each day that passes, the Elder Brain threatens to become a new kind of god. Its worshippers, a scourge of soulless illithids. If you will not use the orb to end this abomination, then you must find a way to separate crown and host. When you've done this, you must surrender the crown of Karsus to me.
I won't let you down again. When the Absolute is vanquished, I will surrender Karsus's powers to you. You have my word.
Thank you. May the Weave's light guide your purpose, and its wisdom guide your hand. The future of magic rests on your shoulders, Gale of Waterdeep. I promise you, it is a burden you are strong enough to bear.
Divine protectors of Baldur's Gate, hear this humble plea. Shield our people from the death.
Back on mortal soil once more. I can't believe I saw her. After all this time. Relieved. Drained. Proud of myself for summoning the courage to go to her in the first place. And, if I'm being totally honest, a bit lightheaded. As if it wasn't enough to have seen her again. She didn't exactly summon me there for small talk. The Karsite Weave. Within me this whole time. I knew the orb was no ordinary ball of magic before it to be Karsus's malignant creation. Gods! How did I not see that? True enough. There's a reason such unwitting heroes have been the backbone of Lyrican legend for as long as both have existed. Even so, I was hardly some naive apprentice at the time. I considered myself an archmage, and yet was fool enough to be mistaken for a common conjurer. At least now I'm armed with the truth, and Mistra's expectations. Once I bring the crown of Karsus to her, I can put everything right. The orb, too. I'll be myself again, for all that's worth. I'll have to disagree with you there. Having not one but two parasitic entities within your body does very little for one's faith in one's personality. Still, I should take the compliment with the same generosity it was given, so thank you. If I can promise you one thing in return for your faith in me, it's this. I will use everything in my power to ensure we defeat this evil. I will not let you down. Now, I believe we've a date with an Elder Brain to get to. Shall we? There's nothing that would give me greater pleasure. No matter. After all, a bond like ours hardly needs words to express it. What else is troubling you? Strangely, no. Once, a mere glimpse of her face would have been enough to turn my insides over. But not this time. In her likeness, I used to read 1,000 stories. She was beauty, wisdom, elegance, power. She contained universes. But now, it's hard to see any redeeming qualities in a lover who condemned you to death. I'd much rather gaze into your eyes than hers. Yours are capable of tenderness and feeling. No god could ever compare.